Hello everybody, thanks for joining me for a quick roundup of Hortonworks Analyst Summit held yesterday, June 12 in San Jose at the beginning of the Dataworks Summit. This is Holger Mueller from Constellation Research. Very happy that the lower third is working again. And what are my top 3 takeaways? We had the chance to speak to most of the executive who presented to us, mainly Ron Bearden, Scott Gnau, and the new CFO and head of products. What did we learn? Well, we learned that Hortonworks is pushing on, no question about this, on their vision to become the enterprise platform of the enterprise with the combination of the traditional Hadoop platform, HTTP, and their new stream offering, HDF. And it's making good progress with that. Hortonworks is growing by 35%. It now has over 1,100 paying support customers, which is the original idea of an open source based business model. So all these signs are signing for growth. On the new baby side, second takeaway, the HDF platform, the 3.0 version, adds some interesting capabilities around streaming analytics. Which is an interesting use case, and the typical use case, making it easier to set up. Maybe not like for an end user, but for definitely it's easier to set up, which is important because streaming is always complex and hard to do. The other feature coming with HDF 3.0 is a schema registry, which is a bread and butter capability of traditional databases, but something coming now to HDF and generally something relatively new for streaming capabilities. So good progress in HDF. The downside on HDF is Hortonworks wouldn't share how many customers are using it, which is not a sign of confidence in how many are there yet. The main news then today was a joint announcement with IBM, where basically IBM data science and to a certain point machine learning capabilities and big data capabilities are being repositioned to work on HTTP, Hortonworks classic Hadoop offering, and at the same time IBM is providing, both of them are working together to provide these products and Hortonworks is going to resell this. It's not the same big announcement like historically, for instance, Microsoft only running Hortonworks as its HD Insight on Azure, but it's not exclusive for both vendors either, but it's a point of collaboration where maybe IBM is saving the one or other R&D piece, helping to migrate customers. It reminded me a little bit of the Ariba announcement IBM did a few weeks ago of Convergys. So IBM customers have a future where to run these offerings, which just largely got announced at IBM World of Watson 9 months ago. Being running on HTTP, and Hortonworks gets a number of high blue caliber customers and more load for its offering. So hopefully a win for customers too. What's my overall takeaways? Hortonworks makes good progress. I called the header ploughs on, right? Opening the market, seeding the seeds for big data and the enterprise, getting more big data capabilities, both on the data at rest and data in motion capabilities, which are HTTP and HFS offering. It needs to become more cloud, lots of enterprise implementations, has to find ways to make their offers easier to consume. The Streaming Analytics Manager is one example which goes in the right direction. And it needs to find, if you invest into something like HDF, you have to show customer adoption, customer numbers. Maybe I missed that today because Dataworks Summit started and I was off to my next event. But no numbers were shared yesterday to the analyst community, which is not an encouraging point. But it's still early days and early times. Typically, companies don't build much around streaming solutions. Typically, they don't look for their Hadoop vendors to have that capability. So we'll see what the future will hold for HDF as Hortonworks. Congratulations on the IBM announcement. That certainly will bring a lot of load to Hortonworks, but so much many more things to do. Thanks for watching. This is Holger Mueller from Constellation Research. Follow me at HolgerMU. That is HOLGERMU. You see it in the bottom now too. Thanks to Google Hangouts, the toolbar is working again. Wonderful. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.